Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I am the motorcycle rescuer and this is not a motorcycle. So yes, hi guys, welcome back. Little story on the car. You've seen me with the odd car here. I hate working on cars. It's a real, I can't stand it. But a mutual friend of myself and John's had this car for many years. And then she took it to a garage that I think is a bent garage. It's a garage I haven't used for many years because they were sly. And I think they've done the typical thing with her and said, it needs £700 worth of work. Now what they've said to her is that the subframe is rotted beyond repair or needs welding. Now here's my concern on this one. The previous MOTs don't show any sign at all of there being rust. Now normally what you'd have is you'd have some MOTs from the years before and it would say something like, subframe has rust, does not detrimental to the structural rigidity of the car. This car has none of that, and it's got up to these guys who have, for many years have been dodgy, and it says subframe dangerous. So I'm going to get under here. I've literally bought some new car ramps. I'm going to chuck this up, or chuck it up. I'm going to ride it up and see if they've taken the mick or not. Now, to be fair, it's a bit early. I'm not naming and shaming the company anyway. But it's a bit early to actually say they're taking the mick. You never know. My guess is there's little bits of surface rust under there, and they've called it dangerous, trying to get some a few £100 out of this lady. Me and John said to her, look, we'll take the car and we'll do it on your behalf. We'll get it fixed. We'll get it back to you. And she said no, she's sick of it. She don't want it. So we've bought it at a reasonable price. Although when I drove it back today, the clutch is super high and slipping. So it definitely needs a new clutch, which will be, what, £400, 450 quid. Unless these are adjustable ones. I haven't seen an adjustable clutch in many years. So, a couple of things I need to look out for. Is the subframe rusty? Is it dodgy looking? Does it have holes in? If it is, it will need some welding. And it will need a new clutch. And also the speedo doesn't work. The speedo's not moving. Now sometimes with these speedos you can have an issue up here in the cluster itself. Other times there is a sensor down here, this side of the engine I believe. It's a speed sensor. It costs about £10. You have to kind of dive into the engine, pull the old one out, clip the new one in. Technically, apparently kind of 7 times out of 10 that solves the issue and the speedo comes back. So that's kind of what we're going to see. I don't really want to film this, guys. I'm going to get you some bike stuff today or tomorrow. But I'm just letting you know kind of what I'm doing. Now, CBF sold this morning to Jack, a watcher of the channel. Very nice guy, very understanding. It's very hard to sell a bike to someone and say, by the way, this was not that long ago stolen and recovered. And also, it hasn't got a logbook, blah, blah, blah. But Jack trusted, and he was right to trust the channel because the channel doesn't mess people around. But it's still not nice buying, kind of, you always worry. And he did all the right things. He left a deposit like you're meant to, just a delivery fee. And he was extremely polite the whole time. So, yeah, very cool. So that's gone, and I'm glad that's gone because I'm really getting annoyed with space here. I'm getting, as one of you guys watchers, by the way, I think you're coming to pick up some bits of me, this bike, and some bits and pieces in the back of the garage. This bike does have everything on it, all the panels. It's just all a bit all over the place. So a scrapper is going to come and pick up some bits and pieces of me, all for free, just to get it out. Some old engines back of the garage and stuff to clear it out. Gary's bike here, this is an insurance write-off bike, so you just can't do anything with it. I don't want to touch it. I mean, I've actually been nicking parts off it, but yeah, ultimately if we buy it back off them as a category N, for example, then we'll rebuild it, we'll get back on top of it. But it was never a great bike anyway, if I'm being honest. And then we got the old blue Sultan Mobile, which just hasn't been, he's done nothing to it. And me and John did quite a lot in the holidays. So you're going to see bits and pieces done tomorrow. But for today I'm kind of messing with the car. So no real video here today, just an update. And we'll get back on the bikes ASAP. I will, in fact I'll show you though, if I get this car up the ramp safely and don't fly off it, and I find that underneath this car is all good and they've taken the mick, I will show you, because I'm sure you're interested. Okay guys, sorry about the noise in the background. I need to buy a new battery for this. What I want to do is boost it enough to start it. I want to take it down to my booster, the electric one, and put it on for a few hours, get it fully topped up. Now look guys, if you're ever using these ramps, for the love of God, handbrake as far as you can get it and leave it in gear. That's the least you can do. Technically, if you can put a jack or an axle stand there as well, you should. I mean, you don't know who made these things. They're like 30, 40 quid. They look like they've been blue tacked together. I mean, saying that, I trust the integrity. They're meant to hold 2 tons or 2.5 tons. It'd be better if I knew what the car weighed. But yeah, like I said, I will put an axle stand under there as well. But ultimately, then when we're ready, we're looking to see if there's any sign of structural damage anywhere on the car. And actually, looking at it now, I'm a little pissed off, because there doesn't appear to be any sign of rust or corrosion anywhere actually. But I'm only seeing this section at the moment, so I might be a little bit premature. The seals look good, no issues with the seals, they look rock solid. Cross member looks rock solid. I'm gonna have to get in there and have a deeper look, but so far I think they've taken the absolute mick. But let me get right under there and have a good look. Okay guys, so again, apologies about the noise in the back, but what we're looking for is something structurally that's rusted and corroded. Now actually, I'm not seeing any. I'm seeing a bit of an oil leak here. That's something to look out for. I'll need to check that it's got oil in it. A bit of a leak isn't the end of the world. Cross member here, rock solid, no rust at all. Main beam there, no issues at all. Same there, no issues at all. We got the actual arms here, no issues at all. Apologies guys about the filming. So this front end, it definitely said front end. It said front end and rear end structurally unsafe due to rust. Absolutely takes the mick. Let me get under a bit more. Under here, I can't see any signs at all of any rust issues here. Absolutely ridiculous. None at all. It's actually extremely solid under here. Take the mick. Maybe I will name and shame this company. John, in fact, any of you guys, I'd like I hate cars. I hate cars, guys. I want you to have a look for me. This is the front main beam. So an MOT would come under and they would have a look, and they're looking for anything that's rusty, weak, but actually there's no rust on here. And they definitely said front and back. The arm, rock solid. I can't see any rust at all. So you guys will know better than me. Please give me your opinion. I'm curious. I'm going to upload this today. I can't see anything. Now obviously I was already down that side of the car. Can't see anything at all. That side of the car, can't see anything. I'm going to have a look at the seals. The seals are there. They look fine to me. The seals look fine to me. I'll have another look down that side for the seals. And then I think I'll reverse up the ramp. We'll have another look at the back. And unless I'm missing something, which you guys will tell me, I think this company's absolutely taken the mick. And they should be reported, really, because this car now has structurally unsafe on the MOT. It's never had it before. It's never had even slight surface rust on the MOTs, and they've taken the mick to try and get £600 to £700 out of our friend. So I'm going to go under this side here, just have a closer look, just in case I am wrong. Although look, I mean, I can crawl under from where I am. There's no rust. It's not hidden under anything either. It's rock solid. Right, I'm going to boost up the back. We're going to have a look at the back, and we're going to see how we're looking there. Remember, this car does need a new clutch if the clutch is non-adjustable, which I assume it is. It will need a new clutch, but that's fine. A new clutch is fine. Alright guys, same system. Handbrake as high as you can get it, and leave it in gear. A little bit of rust here, but not necessarily structurally. Hang on a minute though. Oh, maybe this could be it. This could be it. But saying that, they said front and back. So first thing I need to do is treat this area. The seal is solid. The seal itself is solid. I don't think this is structural rigidity. And in fact, the other side has a plastic cover. Interesting. Maybe this had a plastic cover that plugged into there. I'm going to have a look at the other side and just double check that. So we can treat this for now, and if needed, we could put in a repair panel there, and we could weld it, or you know, we can put it in. But for now, I don't think that's enough. You guys let me know. There's no other sign, but for now I am going to strip this back and treat it as best as I can to stop it going any worse. And then I think we'll look at a repair panel using sheet metal, potentially using rivets, because I can't easily access a welder coming down here. But again, if there's a plastic panel on the other side, which there appears to be, that would cover that area, and that would also explain. Or is that on the inside here? I think I'm going to work that out. Let me get under the back. They did say front and back though, that bothers me. Let's check the other side. Yeah, we got similar here. It's this panel here. This one is quite bad actually. This one's quite rotted, look. And it's fairly high. So this, I think, would need a patch put in. Again, I might be able to put on. I don't think this is structural. Cross member, a little bit of surface rust, nothing to worry about. A little bit of surface rust, nothing to worry about. It definitely doesn't have it at the front. So it's these parts on both sides. I'm going to have to work that out. What I'll do now is get some rust remedy in and on these areas, and then I need to work out how I patch them up. Probably some sort of panel, depending on depending on what my ability is really. So guys, let me know what you think. It's this corner here on both sides. I don't know if it's structural. I'm thinking a panel on both sides. I'll do it along there. Filler or foam or something under the panel, I don't know. I have to get advice on the structural rigidity of it. I don't want to mess it up. But I don't think, with my little knowledge of cars, I don't think that's structurally an issue there. I'll seek more advice on that one. So I think my mission for today is to get some rust remedy to kind of stop the area getting any worse. I think maybe some spray foam. I think I've seen that used in cars before. And then a panel basically across the top to cover it. I guess what I'll need to do is, well, I'll let the next MOT judge whether it's okay or not. I think that's kind of my only option. This side's not so bad. This side's not too bad, but I think I want to do the panel kind of even on both sides. I think I'd prefer that. Yeah, because it's kind of going to come out here, isn't it? So, for my benefit, I need rust remedy, I need some sheet metal, maybe some spray foam, and that's kind of it, really. What I might do is get some spray paint in there as well. So rust remedy first, spray paint in there, kind of just to cover it, seal it up properly, something like that, and then I'll get the panels riveted on. I better take it off the ramps. I don't want to leave it up on the ramps like this, just in case someone messed around under it. So I'll roll it down off the ramps, I'll put them back up after. We'll get them basic repairs done first, and then, like I said, the car still needs a new clutch or a clutch adjustment. The other thing that's quite funny about this car was Jan, the last owner, she said to me, "Charlie, I've got a second key." And I said, "Oh, that's good, that's great, Jan. Where is it?" She said, "It's in the car." I said, "Where?" She said, "I don't know." So somewhere in the car is a second key for it, which is handy. She said possibly in the boot, but she's not sure. Well, you know, that's fine, that's honest. I do like these Mark 1, if it's the Mark 1 Focuses, but it does need its little bits of work. So I think I'm going to jump in my car, go and get some of this sheet metal and the bits I need, and I'll be back. I don't know if I'll have time. Maybe I'll have time to start one side today. Hardest bit for me is the corner, if I need to go around the corner. I guess that's plastics, that's not a huge issue. It might be that I need to jack the car up, take the wheel off. You know what I should get? I should get some paint for the disc there. Paint it red, innit? Not the disc, the housing. Pop the wheel off, paint it red. Might be easier to do the repair like that, actually. Hammer it round. We'll see. Honestly, guys, I'm rubbish at this stuff. I'm terrible at this stuff. So I absolutely don't know what I'm doing. I've got to be honest. Okay, guys, I'm back from the local car shop. Got some sheet metal there. Got some rust converter, some rivets, and some sealant for behind the sheet, because if it's riveted on, I think some sealant will kind of help keep it sealed. I still have no idea how. My aim would be to come up here a little bit, only a little bit, and then go under and do the majority of the work. I have no idea what that's going to look like, if I'm being honest, guys. So I'm just going to give it my best shot and try. I might need two pieces. I might need a piece to come up here afterwards, maybe, and then rivet it into the plastic or something. Again, I just don't know at this stage. But I'm just going to try. I'm just going to give it my best shot and see what happens. Rust converter first. Let that do its thing. Let it sit for a bit. And then I'll look at cutting the sheet metal and seeing what I can do with it, or what I can't do with it. It's not my expertise, I have to be honest. Okay, guys, so I did exactly what I was talking about. Now, what I did here was I stripped it all back and I treated it with rust remedy, and I'll get some. John said to use, I can't remember what he said, underseal or stone chip or something. He said to use, but personally I think it should be body colour, shouldn't it? So I think tomorrow I'll let it all dry, and I'll put a bit of silver on it. Now, I have no idea. John said it used to be very common to use pop rivets for these kind of repairs. That's what he said, but he said he don't know what the kind of modern equivalent to that is. So that's fair enough. So I don't know myself either. But then that's what an MOT is for. That's exactly what they tell you. So that's kind of the repair as best as I can do it. I can't do any better. I'll get some spray on there. I kind of get what he's saying. He's saying, what was he saying? Stone chip it in or something. Maybe you'd black all this out or something. I don't know. I don't want to hide the repair. I want the repair to be checked properly. And from here, like I said, I'll put a little bit of silver on it tomorrow. It's right at the lower edge, and maybe that'll be okay. This side tomorrow, it's going to have to be jacked up. This side goes a bit higher here, look. so the repair is going to be seen a bit more, but maybe I'll paint that as well. I'm sure this kind of Ford silver, whatever it is more accessible. So this panel is going to start higher, and it'll go back to the same point on the structure there, because it is rock solid, and I have treated it. I mean, it looks worse this side, but actually I think there's more to work on. It will be more stable. Apart from that, all of these kinds of little scratches and stuff I'll work out by hand using turtle wax. And of course it needs a clutch. I don't know if this is adjustable. I'll have a look tomorrow to see if it has an adjuster, but car clutches haven't been adjustable for many years, I'm sure. But we'll soon have a look. And then if we're lucky, the speedo issue, I don't know, if there's no point doing the speedo issue or the clutch actually until it's past an MOT. So maybe the next step for this car is to get it through an MOT and then look at the other stuff. So wrapping up for today, I need all of your guys' thoughts and opinions on this one, out of curiosity. I think that's fine. I don't think it's structural. I think it's fine. The actual seal itself is rock solid. But yeah, I'll be curious. Let me know your thoughts. Ultimately though, it'll be an MOT tester judging it. But let me know your thoughts about seeing a car on the show and stuff like that.